Good morning and welcome. Welcome back to Jim's 5am Club. It's another beautiful morning. The wind has died down and the clouds are nice and high in the sky, so it doesn't look like we're going to have any rain today. But I'm excited to share with you that we're filming Series 2 of Jim's 5am Club, and today we are filming number 69. I'm just so glad that I've been able to pump through all the video vlogs, and we've already hit number 69, so 69 today, and we're well on the way to reaching the goal of 1,000 in 3 years. So today's topic, I'll align it to the numbers 6 and 9. So without any further ado, I invite you to wine, dine, recline, and enjoy episode 69. So let's get into it. So what I'd like to do today is share with you a topic which is near and dear to my heart, and it's to do with perspective. Perspective, being able to put things into perspective and being able to understand the important things from the things which are less important. So in today's world, where mathematics and the sciences are not studied as vigorously as what they were in the past, because now maths and science are no longer compulsory subjects at school. They're ones that people can pick and choose or ignore, and a lot of people are choosing to not do the maths and sciences anymore, which is a bit of a pity, because it was through maths and science that my generation learnt the art of perspective, the art of percentages, and be able to understand what's bigger, what's smaller, and the relationship they have with one another, as well as cause and effect and all the other things which go with the sciences. But I was at a seminar a few years ago, and I remember one of the presenters, I forget who it was. It doesn't make a difference who it was, because the concept is quite universal. But the presenter put up a cartoon image of two people looking at a number, and I'll put up that cartoon image now so you can see. So I don't know if anybody else has seen this cartoon image in the past, but on this side here you've got a cartoon character, a stick figure, looking at the number and exclaiming 9, and the other cartoon character on this side looking at exactly the same number or shape and saying 6. So this imagery here, I remember back then, was just so powerful because it put perspective into perspective for me, and it got me thinking that we could be both looking at the same thing, we could be observing the same event, or be at at a function, the same function, and see different things, depending on a lot of things, our values, where we're standing, what we've got on our mind, what our preoccupation is. So there are lots of things which impact what we see and how we see it. But in this little cartoon character here, or this caricature here, or this image, we've got the two people looking at the same image, one saying 6, one saying 9. And guess what? Both are right. Both are right and both are wrong, depending on which viewpoint you take and it's a very, very powerful lesson for all of us, and especially to young people, to young children, that you can be right, and two people can be right at the same time. But it shouldn't deter you. If you're seeing a 6, call out a 6, but appreciate the fact that somebody else may be seeing a 9, and vice versa. The person seeing a 9 should also appreciate that the other person could be seeing a 6. Anyway, how do we use this? The way we use it in our lives is that we need to understand is that there are different perspectives, there are different viewpoints, and many different viewpoints could be right. But what is more important than anything else, and as I alluded to before, is that you need to back your viewpoint. Just because somebody else sees a 9, or just because everybody else sees a 9 or wants to see a 9, doesn't mean that you have to accept the fact that it's a 9. Because if you're being brought up with different values, and if you're focusing on different things in life, then you need to stick to what you see and what you believe in. It's an interesting concept, and one which is difficult, because many of the problems in our world, many of the arguments we have with our family and friends, is over rule definitions, and when people break rules. We've got a particular rule for something, and then somebody will do something different, and it causes challenges. As long as we appreciate that other people have been brought up differently, they see the world differently, then we can be tolerant. But tolerant doesn't mean to give up on your values. Tolerant doesn't mean to look at the world through their eyes only. You need to look at the world through your eyes, and back yourself, and make sure that you stick to the things which are important to you, and the things that define who you are as a person. The sun's come out and it's beautiful. I can just feel it on the skin here. It's lovely. I just love the winter sun. Now it's crisp outside. I think I heard on the news last night that the past 5 days have been the coldest snap that we've had in 4 or 5 years, which is welcome. Like everything varies, and it varies to make our lives interesting. It'd be boring if it was the same every day, and if it was the same temperature all the time, and the sun was out all the time. It's great for the sun to come out, to disappear, and to have some variability in our lives. Anyway, how are we going for time? Let me have a pop my glasses on. I've got some new glasses. Yeah, we're up around the 8-minute mark, which is fantastic. So once again, to all the young people, the message is very, very clear. At the end of the day, whatever you focus on, you'll see. Whatever you believe, you will see as well. I remember reading a book many years ago by an author, Wayne Gray. I think it is Wayne. Is it Wayne Gray? Anyway, it's escaped me. But what he basically said is, whatever you believe, you will see. So don't give up on your beliefs, and don't give up on the images that you A, want to see, and B, actually do see. So once again, let's finish off with the cartoon character here. We've got a shape down here, and one person on one side sees a 6, the other one sees a 9. They're both right depending on what angle and what perspective they have, but we shouldn't get hung up on arguing with people and arguing the point. The best thing to do is to put your case forward. If the other person doesn't understand or doesn't appreciate your point of view, then that's fine. We can still be friends, and we can still get on with life, and we can still agree on many other things. It's important to try and empathise and to try and see things through other people's eyes. And as Steve Covey once said, first seek to understand before you seek to be understood. So it may be worthwhile just to ask the person, now, why do you say it's a 9? What do you see? What makes you think it's a 9? And being able to appreciate that they're coming in from a different angle, from a different perspective, and using different assumptions to understand life. Life is not easy. It's quite complicated, and we just need to mark time sometimes, take a deep breath, and understand that not everybody is going to see life through our eyes and appreciate it through the prism of our values. Okay then, so let's finish off with our positive affirmation for the day, the one we use every day basically, is that I'm alive, I am well, and I feel great. To all my friends and family and followers, stay connected, stay relevant.